All right, so getting ready to do a run at the Rose Bowl. Is a 5K. It's 3.2 miles. Where I park at and where I finish, it tends to be around 3.4. I'm not really going for time today, but on average, I probably do about anywhere between a 7:45 and 8-minute mile average. It's Sunday. I don't really care about how fast I'm going, or I just want to zone out and just run. So it's beautiful. It's probably about 80 something degrees. There's a lot of people here, but this is a beautiful, whether you want to walk, you want to run, you want to ride bike, there's people pushing strollers. It's a beautiful run. It's kind of challenging, but it's also very inspiring when you see people from all different walks of life, different ages, races, older, younger, moms, dads pushing strollers. It's very inspiring. So Rose Bowl, I'm gonna take you along the ride at some point, but right now I'm just warming up, doing some dynamic stretches, warming the glutes up, warming the hamstrings up, warming the calves up. Achilles is a little tight, so I'm 38 years old. Gotta make sure that I'm taking care of my body. Although in my Whoop, it says that I'm trending younger. So even though I'm 38, it says I'm 35. So it may not seem like a huge difference to you, but it's a big difference to me. So, all right, we're gonna get this thing going and see you in a second. Okay, almost a mile in, and I hate it. I don't want to be out here at all. It's getting hot. First mile always sucks. Good view though. But 2 more miles to go. One of the worst feelings for me is that very first mile. Everything's going through your mind to stop. Or should I keep going? We're gonna keep going though. So I'm at that point in the run where I'm getting that burst, zoning out, getting out of your head, and just going for the ride. For me, that first mile is the worst, absolute worst. But we're hitting that second win. Well, first kind of win, you get the point. Okay, so this is the stretch where I'm over 2 miles in, but now we're getting into longer straightaways. And so mentally, it can fuck with you because you can see how far you have to run. And you're looking at all these people, oh, they're like dots, ants. It'll take me forever to get there. So this is like the stretch where, for me, I have to really relax myself and just go. So it's also a little more downhill here. So this is when like the pace kind of picks up organically. So here we go. Okay, 5K done. I don't know what my splits are, but if I had to guess, I would say at the high end, 755-ish. I'll post it once I screenshot it, but the first mile, always the slowest. It's like, I wouldn't be shocked if it was like an 8:30, 8:45, and I know you're probably like, oh, I would kill to have 8:45. Just know, like 4 months ago, I couldn't run a mile without being out of breath and stopping. So I get it. 2 years ago, I was 280 pounds, and now I'm 195 at the time of this recording. Going for a cool down walk. I like to walk the length of the parking lot of the Rose Bowl and back. There's more wind over here, so it feels good. And it's just another way to get some extra steps in. So my goal on my Whoop is, I think, minimum 12,400 steps a day. But I believe I can get to 15,000 if I really wanted to. So one of the things I'm gonna be doing starting Monday, because on Mondays I fast the whole day. So my last meal will be dinner tonight, and then I won't eat again until, so tonight is Sunday. So probably around 7:30 I'll have my dinner, and then I won't eat my next meal until Tuesday around 1. So every Monday is just a fasting day. So I go for about 36 hours, no food. It's kind of like a reset where Most people see Sunday as like a reset rest day, but really my rest and reset day is Monday. Case in point, I'm out here on Sunday running. So Monday I won't eat, and I'll do, I don't know, some like light walking. My arm is dead tired right now. Some light walking and some stretching, and I'll go in the sauna for like 30 minutes, and that's it. And just water and some caffeine. So that's it. So 5K at the Rose Bowl done. 50 ounces of water with electrolytes. That's the orange hue here. And some 5 grams of creatine and a packet of Element, LMNT electrolyte powder. This is the spicy margaritas in here. It's really good. So just want to show you that. So a few weeks ago I was at a dinner with some friends, and everyone's kind of like been following my run journey on social and stuff. And so one of the first questions, now mind you, I just moved back to California 2 months ago. So this was the first time pretty much everyone has seen me since like September of 23. And so they've seen my progression. They've seen me go from 280 to now where I'm at now, 195. And so we're sitting down, it's like 10 of us, and they're like, Ace, are you enjoying running, dude? Like, do you enjoy it? Because some of them run too. And my first instinct was like, of course, but in reality, I don't. And I said, I don't like it at all. And they're like, why? You're always doing it. And I said, it's interesting because I never liked to run, and I played basketball my whole life. And the only time I enjoy running is by hooping, because you're not really aware that you're running, you know? You're kind of just out there having fun. But when you're going for a run, that is what you're setting out to do. You're going out to run. And I never liked the idea of just going to run. But recently, probably since April of this year, around my birthday, I've kind of like had this epiphany that it was time to incorporate things in my life that I don't like to do, because I feel like there's something on the other side of that I need for where I'm going. And so I started running and started investing in running shoes and running gear and like all this stuff. And I kid you not, the very first time I ran a mile, dude, I could not do it. Could not. And this is after me getting in shape. This is after me losing all this weight. I didn't have the wind capacity or the endurance to do a mile straight. Half a mile, I literally was done. My heart rate was at like 170. Little by little, I kept going. And so now I'm doing 5Ks easy, no stopping. I'm running 6, 7, 8 miles, no stopping. But it started just allowing myself to suck at it. And I just kept going. And I love how I feel after I'm done running. It's the after part that I like. How do people do this, dude? I'm just tired. Part that I enjoy. So when people ask me, do I like running? The answer is no, but I love the feeling that I have when I'm done. I'm going on my cool down walk, and I know I just did something I didn't want to do, and it's giving me this euphoric feeling, and I get my thoughts out. I pray, I talk to myself. Oftentimes I'm listening to just ambient music or classical music or music with no lyrics, because it helps me think and get out of my head. It's like movement therapy. So long story long, I don't enjoy running. I don't enjoy it. I don't like the process of getting ready to get out the door to run. But this right here, I fucking love it. So if I can say one thing, if you're thinking about getting into running or something that you don't like, but on the other side of that, there's something that is so beneficial for you, just embrace the fact that it's going to suck and you're probably never going to love it, but allow yourself to get through it, to love the end when you're done. It's the journey, man. I lost almost 90 pounds, not because of a diet, not because of movement, although those are pieces to the puzzle. I only got here because I allowed myself to enjoy the struggle and know that it's not about that, it's about the journey. And once I submitted to where I was and just acknowledged that I'm 280 pounds and this is where I'm at, and I learned to love this space without accepting this behavior, that's when everything changed for me. So perspective. So I'm driving, and one thing came over my mind that I wanted to share is the importance of resistance. And in my personal experience, nothing that God has called you to do, I believe in God. I'm a God-fearing man. So anything that he has for me, a part of that package deal is resistance. There's nothing in this world that's a one-sided coin. Everything has two sides. So if there is a blessing that is for me, the flip side of that, there's going to be a burden. If there's something that is of extreme importance and extreme influence, there's going to be destruction on the other side of that, right? So anything that can be used for good can also be used for bad. So resistance is a part of it. No physique, nobody that has a great physique got it without having great resistance. So when you see someone that has a body that you want or has a lifestyle that you want, they have gone through great resistance in order to achieve that. No diet, no cleanse, nothing can give someone a strong, great looking physique. That comes through resistance. That comes from weights. That comes from pushing the body to force it to recover and to build and to look that way. So why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because oftentimes I found myself in the past in some areas unwilling to go through resistance, and I would disguise it by saying, oh, this must mean it's not for me because it's too challenging. I don't know if you ever feel that way, but sometimes I believe in my personal life and when I have conversations with other people, we take resistance as a sign that this is not for me. When in reality, if something happens and there's no resistance, I would question that more than I would question the thing that you believe is for you, but there's resistance on the front end, right? Usually the things that don't have resistance on the front end have pain on the back end. But if there's resistance on the front end, you're going to have strength, wealth, abundance, success, impact, influence on the back end. So really, life to some degree is a game of who's willing to allow themselves to go through the most resistance. Now, I will say there are some resistance that we shouldn't have to go through by making certain decisions, hanging around certain crowds, doing some things that are putting unnecessary weight on us, right? So for an example, if you've never squatted 225 in your life and you put 250 on the bar and you blow your knee out, that's your fault. That's not a part of getting stronger. That's just stupidity, right? So there are things in our lives, whether it's relational, it's business, it's financial, whatever the case is, that we put unnecessary weight on the bar, that we get injured not because of the resistance program, but because we bit off way more than we can chew. So take this as a sign that the resistance that you're experiencing is a part of the journey and is not an indicator that it's time for you to go the other way. Stop always trying to have a plan B. Accept the resistance of plan A and continue to go forward.